welcome to the Note in Silence podcast. I'm here with the co-host Alex and another guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I am Santa.
Yeah, we're joined by Santa, guys. We've got a rare interview with Santa in May.
It's me, George Tucker. I know nothing about music except that it sounds good.
Yeah. So
this is gonna be fun.
Honestly, I'm gonna leave this in the podcast as well, just so people are aware. I don't really plan what I'm gonna say throughout the whole thing. I have a topic, but whatever comes out, and
yeah,
I don't really cut a lot out. So most of it will be left in unless it's ridiculous and
unless it's really, really racy.
Yeah.
Which it always is really, really racy with Webster.
Especially with me.
Yeah, KKK. That got to mention our most recent podcast.
Yeah, from you.
No.
I said something and you went, what, KKK? Who?
You went, you're thick with 3 Ks. And then I went, KKK, and you went, oh no. If you have been listening to our podcast, there's been weird coincidences that makes George seem like a racist.
Apparently now I'm a Nazi.
I mean, welcome to the team of being called a Nazi. I'm used to it at this point.
I've not been called a Nazi yet. Again, I probably wouldn't be.
You're a Nazi.
I'm disabled, so if I don't have to shout at a Nazi.
Yeah, it would be a bit ironic.
Wow.
Yeah, right. So, what before we start, what kind of music are you into?
Man, I'm into like pretty much anything really. Anything that I can like just sit down and groove to, basically, like work to. My Spotify basically consists of a bunch of random like 80s songs, and then I'm also into like soundtracks and video game soundtracks and stuff like that.
Mate, you're forgetting your favourite band.
Ninja Sex Party is my favourite band.
Aqua. Oh wait, what?
Aqua. Ninja Sex Party is my favourite band. They make banging tunes, and some of their songs are quite funny as well, which is always
They also
nice.
make some very good covers.
They do some very good covers, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it seems like there's a wide variation of music listeners here.
It's all shit. What?
Although to be fair, if you boil down all music to its common concepts, it is pretty shit because they're all copying each other.
100%, yeah.
Oh, me again. I'm coughing up a lung.
Yeah. To be fair, hay fever will be the death of all of us eventually.
Not
hay fever, mate.
Not the coronavirus.
I was going to say, I think that's the wrong one that you should be looking out for at this point.
Do you know what,
I'm safe. I reckon I've already had it. So
I reckon I've already had it as well.
Do you know what though? I rate Alex that he's the only one that's now going to look at hay fever. He's going against the grain. He's like, hang on, what about with all these deaths? There could be hay fever deaths, you know.
How many of them are hay fever?
I mean, to be fair, pollen levels are the highest in recorded history for a number of years.
Oh,
so,
that's because people are planting trees again. Like,
yeah.
That's because there are more plants.
Yeah. Right, so first topic, auto-tuning music. Opinions.
Okay.
This is actually a topic that I'm quite happy that you're diving into, because this is a topic that I think is genuinely quite interesting. I think it varies from person to person. I'm one of those people, because obviously there's that stigma, as if artists these days use auto-tune, they're not very talented. There's that stigma. I disagree with that at all. I think if the auto-tune enhances the music, it's fine. I don't like musicians like T-Pain and stuff like that rely on auto-tune and such. It's just not my sound.
T-Pain doesn't rely on auto-tune. He just uses it because it boosts his sales.
I've never heard him without though.
He sings better without auto-tune than with it.
Oh wow.
He can actually sing.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, I feel like my opinion on auto-tune always changes depending on the genre, because certain songs and genres or bands, even specific bands, like there's a band called Tupperware Remix Party who sort of have their own characters inside their band, and one of them's a robot.
Oh, is that
lead
what
singer.
it stands for? Tupperware?
Yeah, twerp.
I just thought it was. I just thought it was twerp.
No, so basically the lead singer is his character is a robot, so he uses Autotune to make himself sound more metallic and stuff like that. And I think in certain cases it works, like you just said, Al. It works to emphasise the song rather than detract from it. But if a singer has to rely on it, I feel like they should probably just stick to songwriting.
Yeah, it's if, like, for example, if you wanna talk about maybe not auto-tune that isn't obvious, so say just in like an Ed Sheeran song. But the good thing about Ed Sheeran is he can go live and perform any note that is in his music. Whereas, say for example, I don't know, Justin Bieber, I feel like someone like him, especially when he was growing up, again, he was going through puberty or whatever, I feel like whenever he had an auto-tune note, I feel like he couldn't hit it when he was live. I feel like if an artist is putting a note in their song that they can't actually perform, then it shouldn't be there.
Yeah, see, I personally think that, well, like both of you said, it depends on the genre and the song. Like, as you said, Ed Sheeran, the perfect example of someone who doesn't really need it, but sometimes uses it anyway just to soften the sound up a bit, because sometimes if you don't use auto-tune on certain songs it can sound quite harsh. But
I feel like, you know, the entire like stigma that music's not like what it used to be and stuff like that, and people thinking that like music from the 80s or the 70s is way better than any of the stuff that we get today.
Yeah.
See, auto-tune's only been around since the 90s, so could it be could auto-tune be the variable which is making certain songs not as appealing to people nowadays?
Right. Fun fact. Who was the first person to use auto-tune?
Donald Trump.
I don't know, like Stevie Wonder.
I went Donald Trump.
Cher.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like Cher. She seems alright.
I personally can't stand her music, but I respect the work she puts in.
You've got to at least appreciate If I Could Turn Back Time. That is a...
Yeah, I think that...
Turn back time.
I think that was actually one of the ones she used it on.
Probably. I mean, yeah, I don't... I have nothing against auto-tune. I have nothing against companies or artists deciding that they want to put auto-tune on a song if it makes the song sound more appealing. The only time I have a problem with it is when they can't perform it live or it's not within their wheelhouse. That's why I'm a fan of artists like Ed Sheeran, like Lewis Capaldi, because if they do use it, they don't use it to, you know, change the sound of the song. They just use it to make it a bit more clear
and more consistent. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I like those guys, because I know that they can go out and perform it live. You know, and that's really the main thing. I think, like that, for example, that's no offense, Alex. That's why I don't like your kind of genre that you're performing, because there are some tracks where you just have auto-tune on your voice, and if, say for example, you were going to go live and do a performance, you couldn't perform that. You wouldn't manage it unless you had auto-tune live, but then that can go horribly wrong.
Like so, with mine, I used to use a lot more when I was starting, just because I started off as strictly the MC route, and then went more into the singing route gradually as I progressed. But then I found that when I was singing, I couldn't exactly hit the right notes. But now I can actually hit every single note that I was, like, that the auto-tune was giving, purely because I've practiced. But back then I couldn't. And generally, if it's a song where I'm singing, it's generally a lighter song that's meant to be like performed in a really like hyped up way.
Yeah.
So generally, the performance, like, I think, who was it that made? I think, have you heard of an artist called Example?
I know Example.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm
gonna look at Spotify. What songs? I don't know the name.
He was on, I can't remember which podcast he was on another podcast, and he was like, I may not be the greatest singer or rapper, and yeah, I may use a bit of auto-tune, but when I perform a song, it's almost always very iconic, because I just have a certain way of performing which can get a crowd going, and that's the way I genuinely feel with all of them. Plus, I usually don't perform them because they're low quality anyway.
By the way, the example song that I knew, and it's one that George might know, because he's not like the most known artist. He did that "Change the Way You Kiss Me" song, and you changed the way you kissed me, and then did like a bunch of dubstep. That one.
Yeah, that's a quality song. That is.
Is it? I don't know. I've heard he's quite a nice bloke, but I don't. It's not for me.
I mean, it goes off live. That's all I'll say.
There's only one band I've seen live, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
You know.
Would you like to tell us what band that was?
Yeah, I'm not ashamed of being a fan of them. The Overtones. Everyone who is above the age of 42's favourite band. And they do covers of like classic music, and they also do a few of their own stuff. I like it.
To be fair, there's nothing wrong with listening to music that old people listen to. Like for example,
that was a joke, by the way. I'm not.
Older people.
Oh man,
they are popular with the younger generation. That was
I've never heard of them, so
yeah, they're not well known, but they are. Oh my god, I'm not listening to.
Right, there's nothing wrong with listening to music that old people listen to.
No, like for example, I can guarantee if I said, like, and bearing in mind I do occasionally listen to this person, not by choice, but I don't mind when I'm forced to listen to this person.
Do you know what they qualify? So I'm going to put one of their songs in for our segment later on.
Yeah, like for example, every time I'm in the car with, let's say, my dad driving somewhere or something, he likes Elvis Presley.
I like
so
Elvis.
He puts him on.
I was going to say nothing's wrong with Elvis.
Exactly, but it's the same concept with all musicians that are mainly associated with older people.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say it's just popular music.
It may have been popular when they were alive, but you can still listen to it. It doesn't mean that you're any less of a fan of modern music because you don't just strictly listen to modern music.
Yeah, I don't know what one of their tunes to go with. It's so difficult. But it's an interesting thing. I don't really think, because I don't know about you guys, the way my music taste developed was to my mum and dad. Like more on my dad's side. Like my dad listened to a lot of Motown, so I do like that sort of stuff. And my dad had a massive record collection, which is why when I was old enough to manage records and all that, I started to get one and collect them. Like at that time, I don't know, I've listened to sort of the modern versions of the Motown stuff, I guess, if you can call it that. Like, there are obviously some different things, like I like George Ninja Sex Party and stuff, like that sort of stuff. Well, I can listen. I'm not just a one-trick pony, essentially.
It's more about proximity and what you're introduced
to.
But
I'm not like, if someone puts Taylor Swift on, no offense to Tay-Tay, but not.
But you're turning it off.
No, I'm not turning it off. I'm just not.
Yeah, same.
And there's only like one song of hers that I can actually kind of enjoy, but I don't know what it's called, which kind of sums it up. I can't. Do you know when you play a song through your head to try and work out what it's called?
Yeah. See, I had obviously because of where I'm from, I had quite a heavy Jamaican influence.
Okay.
So I actually started off listening to like Bob Marley and people like that.
Nice.
But then I gradually built up and then started hearing about dancehall, and then from dancehall, which if I say is not like, I could potentially be like, but just by saying that I like dancehall music, I could be putting my career in jeopardy. Because I don't know if you've heard some of the lyrics in dancehall, but in a tolerant society, it's not the best.
Okay.
Like it's widely known as one of the most homophobic genres of music.
Wow. Okay.
But I like
Shake it off.
strictly for its sound.
Shake it off.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. There you go. That's the only one I can somewhat enjoy.
Yeah. See, I'm scarred from the memories of one of my relatives in particular just singing that very loudly, and they can't sing as well, so it makes it. I've got that scarring memory now forever.
I was gonna say I sort of grew up with. So my dad and my sister are really into music. Like you can ask my sister anything about. Like you can play her like the first 2 seconds of any song and she'll be able to like name the song.
I'm good with that as well.
Any song.
Yeah.
Literally like any
as
song.
Long as you don't go for like grime from...
Any I was gonna say like any mainstream song, she'd be like, oh, that's this.
I could do that.
And then immediately
do that.
But so I sort of grew up around so many different types of music because my mum likes different types of music. She's into like Elvis and all of that sort of like slower, more like bluesy type stuff.
Yeah.
And then my dad is into the more like synth and like like that sort of thing, and my sister's just into all of it. So like every now and then she'd like send me a song to listen to, and I'd like pick up on it and something like that. And I just slowly started to gravitate towards like the sort of synth stuff like my dad, and that's sort of where I started to enjoy the NSP stuff because they are sort of like a 80s 70s tribute band sort of thing, but obviously they make their own stuff too.
Yeah.
So I sort of always grew up with with the 80s sort of stuff around me, and it's like it's some good tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I should really like be influenced more by Elvis, but it just so happened that where I was living when I was younger, it meant that my parents were out working almost every day of the week, so
yeah,
it meant that I spent a lot of time with my brother, who then, well, my half brother, who listens to a lot of listened to a lot of rap music. He's now completely like U-turned on his music taste.
Oh, fair.
So he listens to a lot of what's his name? I'm gonna be absolutely embarrassed when it pops into my head. Lionel Richie.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
You can't beat a bit of Lionel. But that's not the point.
I don't really like Lionel Richie.
Yeah. So, like I'm surprised I haven't made the jump yet. Because
yeah,
I genuinely listen to a lot of music that my brother does, but I'm personally not a big fan of like the country and western style of music.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just a no.
Fair.
Hey, there's some good country.
Although
there's some good country and western though.
Like, yeah, I do respect the fact that they don't normally use much like or many production tools on their music at all. It's mostly live recorded.
Like John Denver. He's good. Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Country road, take me home to the place.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've only heard that as a meme.
What?
I have to say.
You've never heard that as an actual song?
No.
And you call yourself a musician?
West Virginia.
I mean, to be fair, my influence is more soul music, so like Aretha Franklin.
Aretha?
I think her name is.
You think?
I can't remember her first name.
She couldn't have been much of an influence.
Aretha Franklin.
That's like saying, I had a best mate back in the day. What was he called? Steve? No. Bob?
Bobby. John Bobby.
Yeah.
No, but you can't go wrong with a bit of Billy Ray Cyrus either.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, you can.
To be fair.
Don't break my heart, my achy breaky heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go wrong.
I just don't think you'll understand.
Yeah.
You're not a fan of the Billy Ray, mate?
Not.
I mean, I don't mind his he did a remix of Old Town Road.
Oh
didn't
my,
he?
I hate that song.
That remix was actually quality, but
It's overplayed. I hate the notion of saying it's overplayed as well, but I think it is overplayed.
yeah, I do now skip it every time it comes up because I've heard it's that much. But other than that, I think it's quite a good song.
Awesome. Well, is that segment one done? We kind of talked about Autotune. Is it time to move on?
So there's one last thing I need to bring up about Autotune. So there was a certain Autotune, artist who uses a lot of Autotune, who was in a popular event recently, an online event.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
You're talking about Travis Scott.
Yeah, I'm talking about one of my least favourite musicians of all time.
Okay.
So, what's your opinion on that style of Autotune?
I haven't listened to Travis Scott in a while.
I was gonna say I wouldn't.
Hang on, you guys keep talking. I'm gonna quickly listen to Travis Scott.
So, it's he sort of synthesizes and hard tunes his voice.
Isn't Travis Scott Scottish?
No, he's American. He's from Atlanta.
I'm thinking of Calvin Harris,
sure.
aren't I? Is Calvin Harris the Scottish one?
Might be, I don't know.
Calvin Klein.
Calvin Harris is DJ.
Come on, Calvin.
But,
Calvin isn't a Scottish name.
In my opinion, the only good songs
he's
Scott
Scottish
has been on are with Post Malone.
I don't even
in all of them he's just got bodied by Post Malone.
I don't even rate Post all that much.
I didn't used to. Well, I never used to really, because I'm not sort of the melodic style. But when I started getting into more melodic music,
mate, are you sure that Travis Scott isn't just you?
I then listened to it and everything just changed.
I feel like you are very influenced by Travis Scott.
No, I don't like his music at all.
Cool.
I mean, there's some things where I may sound like him, but that's just a coincidence. I actually hate his music.
That's a coinky dink.
Like, it's...
There we go.
Like, the worst thing I would say is when he does his, like... Do you know, he's... I don't know what song you listen to, but he does like some ad-libs where it's like you can hardly understand what he's saying.
Scott or the whatever it was. It's top song on Spotify.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I do have to say on Travis Scott. He's not my kind of music. I wouldn't go out and look for his music.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah. Right. I guess that's that section over now, isn't it?
Lovely.
Unless there's anything else you want to...
Not really. Not on that Autotune.
Not really, no.
Right. We will now be moving on to the next section.
You get to write a song.
Yeah. And then we'll be back after that next section.
Yeah.
So here is it's time for the middle section.
Doodly doodly. Alex
And
Kingdom has left us.
Yeah, we have
2 weeks.
temporarily only got the two of us, which is usually with the creative process it doesn't really matter, but obviously it's good to have the full amount, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. 2 minds better than 1 and everything.
Yeah. So, 3 minds in this case, but actually no. Technically, at the moment we've got 1.5, but by the half I mean me.
Oh, fair. All right. Cool.
Because I had a busy day yesterday, so I'm sort of half out of it.
Fair enough, mate.
Yeah. Right. I'm just sending the instrumentals through now.
Okay.
So, if you pick which one of them you'd you'd quite like to see me on or hear me on, or one that if maybe you want to feature on it, one that you'd quite like as well.
Okay, I'm just having a listen through to the first one at the moment.
Okay, just saying, when the bass line hits, it's quite loud.
Okay. Okay, so I listened to the first one. It's pretty smooth. I'm liking it.
Yeah. So the first one is as you can see from the title of it, it's a drill type beat.
Yeah.
So this would normally be the one where people would do verses about the leaderboard of how many people they've stabbed.
All right. Cool.
That's the type.
It'll
of
be a
thing.
bit of a short rap for you then.
Yeah, because I have not done anything wrong ever.
Aye.
I've definitely never had the police at my door before, and I'm definitely not a liability in certain situations. Yeah.
Oh, this third one's different. Like,
funny enough, the third one's third one I haven't listened to. So
I was gonna say, I don't think you'd like this one. To be fair, like, I don't think you'd enjoy doing anything to this one because it's damn slow. I think it's between the first two.
Yeah, I have to say, have you heard of an artist called Juice WRLD?
No, I haven't.
He picked out a beat that was very similar to a Juice WRLD type beat.
Okay.
The depressing emo rap style that's very, very, very fast in places but slow in others.
Okay.
And apparently, according to him, I did exactly what he'd expect on it. So I can cope with slower beats, but I'm not too good with the upbeat ones.
Oh, okay.
Although I wouldn't say that's totally upbeat. I can always make an upbeat instrumental depressing.
I was gonna say, I'm liking this top one, this first one that we've got.
What, the drill one?
Yeah.
What, where it gets to about 20 seconds and then just hits hard?
Yeah, and it's like bum bum bum. Yeah.
Okay, right, we'll go with that one then.
Okay, awesome.
This is going to be very difficult to write to because I've only ever done one drill song before.
Alright, well, I'm here to challenge, so
Yeah.
let's do this. How do we go about writing a song?
So, I have a very unusual writing style.
Okay.
I don't listen to the
I write with
instrumental.
my feet. Do you not?
No. Well, I do a bit, but only to remind myself of what the actual instrumental is.
Okay.
If I'm producing, like, with a drill song, I might have to listen to it a bit more. But normally, I will let's say I'll just get up a notes page on my phone and just thinking of themes.
Fair.
So, because it's a drill, it's obviously going to be violent.
Okay.
So, first thing I'm going to write is violent.
Okey-dokey.
Then I'm going to put a hyphen with aggressive afterwards. So, to be fair, I reckon this could be turned into a really comedic song.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I haven't done a comedy song in a while.
Okay, yeah, let's make this one light-hearted. Let's do that.
Violent and aggressive, but light-hearted.
Yeah. Which is a weird juxtaposition, but we can do it.
Yeah.
We can do this. So, how do you use these?
I've just spelt light wrong. Yeah, my head's totally out the game at the moment.
So how do you usually just start writing? Like
So-
do you have a talk me through your process more.
So, I normally, do you know, like with the drum beat? So it's like can you hear me like tapping at the moment? It's
Yes.
like that,
Yeah.
and then I write a scheme to make sure it fits perfectly within all of them drum beats.
Okay.
And then, so I will start, the first line will start before the actual drums kick in, and the bass drum, because it will hit hard then. And then the punchline will be on that 808 that hits.
Okay.
So, let's, for example, take a song from the latest diss track I made on someone.
Alright, sure. Is this the one that's like literally ruined their career?
Yeah.
Nice.
This is one that's literally made this person be called a bitch in his Instagram comments because he hasn't responded, even though I sent it to him.
Okay.
So, I'd say the best lyric from that is well, I'm gonna start with a lyric that I sort of nicked off someone else and remixed a bit. Okay. Which is the lyric is, "You'd get banged out at any festival."
Okay.
So the festival bit would be on the 808. Like, would be as the boom bit hits in. And then I'll go on to the next line, which is, "Just spun made a spectacle."
Okay, cool.
But obviously I'm not going to reuse a bar because that's lazy.
Fair.
So what theme what themes do you get from the instrumental?
Let me have a listen.
Because the whole thing of this is that I'm sort of taking a step back and then sort of just guiding.
Yeah.
So I'm only really meant to be helping a little bit and then finishing off like and tweaking things to make it sound right. Even though it's me, so it probably still won't sound right.
I don't know, man. What do you mean by feel?
So let's say, because you've already said the idea of a light-hearted comedic type song. So let's say if you were going to if you were going to write a light-hearted comedic song, what were you going to write it about, or what would you write it about?
I just end up writing about video games, but that's because I'm me.
Yeah, I can do that.
But then I feel like there's nothing.
I mean,
can, like.
have you heard the song "Player One" by P Money?
No, I haven't.
Literally, that's got. Have you heard of JME?
No. So, like I say, this is like completely out of my comfort when it comes to music. What was it called? Player One.
Yeah, Player One. So it's got KSI featuring on it.
Okay.
And they literally,
I see.
It's literally just about video games the whole time, and then they do inter rhymes where they will add the start of a video game, and then will launch in the next line with the games company that created it.
Okay.
Especially on P Money's bit, because that's the best verse on the whole thing.
Okay. I'm listening to it now. Okay.
obviously, I'm guessing you're not going to want to put in a load of bars about FIFA.
No.
But like the concept's still there. That it's about like video games and stuff like that. I could even throw in some animation references as well.
Nice.
I'll tell you what, if you this might be a big ask, but if you don't want to feature on it, there could be another way that you feature in the creative process without actually featuring on it.
Yeah, how would that be?
How does an animated music video for a light-hearted comedic song sound?
It sounds like a lot of work.
It does. It
like
does.
a hell of a lot of work.
It does. Especially for 3 minutes 53 worth of song.
Yeah.
It'll probably be 3 minutes 55 by the time I've added in my tag at the end as well. It does sound like a lot of work.
I could probably do something.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like an animated GIF that plays over and over again, I could definitely do something.
Yeah, like a visualizer or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So. Right. Back to the lyrics. Got any particular video games you'd like to reference in mind?
Mate, we got to talk about Zelda.
Zelda.
we got to talk about some Legend of Zelda up in this shit.
So, Zelda, so that's Nintendo, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's me, so there's got to be a COD reference in there.
Nice.
Maybe Warzone.
Okay.
I mean, I could put a FIFA one in there, but that's just generic.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't play FIFA.
Neither do I.
No, I actually play FIFA as competitor. I play PES.
I've got to think of like all of the games now.
What about Animal Crossing?
I
don't play that, but
mate, yeah, sure. I can rip off of Animal Crossing.
It's funny how as soon as I type in Animal Crossing's the next word that's suggested in my auto type, even though I've never typed crossing after animal before. Have you heard of a game called Dawn of Man?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's a quality one. It's like you start off with like 5 people, then you have to build up like a civilization. It's like PC exclusive, but it's really good. So, what sort of video games do you play then?
2 seconds. So I'm more of a. I like my like traditional arcade games.
Yeah.
So like Pac-Man, and then you've got like Donkey Kong and shit like that. Then I'm all about Nintendo Switch stuff at the moment.
I can make a Pac-Man reference. Admittedly, it's also a drug reference, but
fair. That's fair.
That doesn't matter. It's still a reference. And then did you say like Donkey
Kong? Yeah.
Donkey Kong. Oh, I don't know why. Then I pressed the I spelt out dong instead of Kong.
Donkey Dong.
I can make a reference to that as well, with a film reference to Fast and Furious.
Nice
Tokyo Drift.
Well, should we make the song about what we're doing in quarantine?
Could do.
Because because we're like video games and movies is pretty much all I'm doing.
Yeah, same really. Well, that and pretty much doing exactly what we're doing now. Just like I don't do much else really other than video games. Maybe eating and sleeping. Doing a bit of exercise occasionally and making music. And the podcast. That's about it. And then
I'm pretty much the same, but without the music, I'm just animating a lot.
Yeah. Then there's the odd promotional TikTok thing I do as well, but I don't do any of that.
How did you go about TikTok then? What are you doing on TikTok at the moment?
So I'm not sure. So I started off with literally a video of me speaking to my phone, saying, "Oh, this is me. This is what I do," and I put up a list of things that I do by the side, and then I just linked up my YouTube and Instagram to it.
Fair.
So and then I put the challenge on where bearing in mind I did all of this on my phone. I edited it on my phone and everything. I put the instrumental over a video of me there pointing to the background, where then I put text saying "spit your hottest verse" to be on the remix, and just uploaded it. It's so easy to put stuff on there, but it's so difficult to become popular on there, which is why I'm always amazed at, do you know Verity from my class?
Yeah.
How many followers do you think she has on there?
30,000.
How many?
About 30,000.
You're not far off. 26.
Oh, I was gonna say my mate Jago's just reached 50,000 on TikTok, I believe, and it's crazy. It's really crazy.
To be fair, her latest one isn't really that bad, because she's got hers are mainly breakup ones. So her latest one, the caption of it is, "When you're at a lad's house and they say they won't rub your back," or something like that.
Yeah.
And then she's obviously soaked her hair in water before us, then put her hair in front of her and recreated the album cover for "Take Me Home" by Jess Glynn.
Okay.
Now, personally, I don't think that's bad. I think that's a bit creative.
Nice.
Because it's I don't want to say it's original, but because it's not, is it? Many people have done shit like that, but it's not what everyone else is doing on there.
So I've jotted down a little bit.
Yeah.
So far I've got "Sitting on My Ass," now gonna play Zelda, now I'm playing Sonic going super fast, hell yeah. Animal Crossing, Gathering Bells, Tom Nook giving me loans, he can go to hell. Mario Brothers, hopping over shells, now I'm powering down. I need something to go there. And then I've got "Now I'm powering down, now I'm back in my home." That's what I've got so far.
Remember, it's not the end of the bar that always has to rhyme.
Yeah, I know.
There was in the song that Alex helped write the first two lines of in the last podcast episode.
Yeah.
There was a line where the only thing that rhymed with that line was also in that line.
Okay.
And it's quite a controversial line as well, because it's 2-3 play with me than a ball.
Okay.
It's more the abort bit that's bad and controversial.
Yeah.
But I went along with it anyway because it's a hell of a bar, and it's a sort of a syllable rhyme. Yeah. So what? Right. If you write the if you pretty much send what you've got into the chat, I can then put it on my phone so that I can then hold up the lyrics when I switch over to the PC and actually record it.
Yeah.
To be fair, this sounds really good.
Nice.
It sounds like, because I know I had a struggle with the concept of syllables. With and writing in a certain number of syllables with Alex and Ellis in a way. Because they were both like, right, I know a lyric has to be this long, but I don't know whether it's right. So would that be a first line for you?
Yeah. So sitting on my ass now, gonna play Zelda. Now I'm playing Sonic, going super fast. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Alex.
Oh, you're back.
Mr. Kindom is back. We are still recording. Yeah, you have. I'm just jotting down my lyrics. You know, my lyrical flow. You alright? Can you hear us?
Hello.
Yes, you have. No, that's alright. Just start recording, I would, and join us.
Hello.
Hello. Yes. But don't disappear.
Yeah.
You can join us. Yeah.
It's we're still recording, but you can join us if you want. If okay, so I mean you can stay around if you want.
No, he's gone.
Right. I'm
Do you want? I don't mind recording this on a separate Audacity thing, and
no, it's fine. I like with the one I've done before. Normally, I have it all as one file, and then I see where the different sections are and chop them up and just move them apart anyway.
Okay, I was gonna say because I'm okay, like wrapping up this bit.
Yeah. To be fair, that's actually quality.
Thanks. I appreciate that, considering this is the first set of lyrics I've ever written.
I mean, have you written poems in the past?
I've written some poems. I feel like that's why it's quite systematic.
Yeah, it's the same sort of thing, really.
Yeah. I don't know. I need something to rhyme with shells. Animal Crossing gathering bells. Tom not giving me loans so you can go to hell. Mario Brothers hopping over shells.
To be fair,
I feel like I need another thing.
It all depends on pronunciation, generally.
Yeah, I feel like that as a whole would work.
Yeah.
Because then I've got the entire, like, now I'm powering down and I'm back in my home, and I was going to have another bit after that, but I can't be able to think of anything.
I mean, that could be a chorus.
Yeah.
That's like normally the standard length for.
I think
for a chorus
with the hell yeah, I think it would be cool to be like do like a deeper sort of like hell yeah, like away from the overall line.
Yeah.
So it's like sitting on my ass now, I'm gonna play Zelda, and now I'm playing Sonic going super fast. Hell yeah! Like.
Yeah. So because the topic is about auto-tune, I'm actually gonna add fuckloads of tune into this.
Nice.
So I can pitch correct it afterwards to make sure it's the deepest voice you'll have ever heard of. Because we all love a bit of pitch correction. Can't beat a bit of premium.
I've got a
pitch correction.
I've got a final line. Mm-hmm. Boom. Bowser swooping in quick, gonna steal my girl.
Yeah.
I think that works, because then it's like 2 lines for each thing. So the Zelda and the Sonic go at the top, Animal Crossing, Mario Brothers.
Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a Jamaican twist on the girl at the end.
My girl.
No,
that was the worst Jamaican accent ever.
It's gonna be like when they say "gel" or shit like that.
Yeah. Sitting on my ass now, gonna play Zelda. Now I'm playing Sonic going super fast. Hell yeah. Animal Crossing, gathering bells. What's happening?
he's just wondering, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind performing this bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll be okay with that.
Yeah, you could do the chorus. I'd say the easiest way to do it would probably be downloading the instrumental and then maybe recording that little bit separately.
Yeah, I was gonna just play the instrumental through and then on Audacity just record myself spitting it.
Yeah.
I feel like. Do you think that's enough for a verse?
I would say for a verse.
Or do you think that's enough?
I would say that's a that's a hard hitting chorus.
Nice.
For a comedic song, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say if you're happy with doing that chorus, then that's really good.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm up for that. I'll record it separately to the pod though, because that way it's going to be easier for you to.
Yeah.
I'll just send you the voice clip.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna only record like up until a certain bit of audio, and then it will switch to like visual when like I think in terms of the writing bit of it that's being recorded, that could end like around now really, just because we got the chorus, so they've got a bit of a preview of it.
I was gonna say it's an extra half an hour of content that they got in.
Yeah, right.
Awesome.
Right. Everything has been written. It is now time to record. Right, it has been finished, so you'll hear it when it comes out, but enjoy the rest of the podcast. Right, so we are back. Hope you enjoyed the song making experience, and
I know I did.
we will now I think we all did.
Yep. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Then, yeah. So now we
made a right banger, didn't we?
Yeah.
There's nothing but bangers.
I'm saying now it's gonna rival Happy Birthday.
I don't let anything that's not a banger.
It's gonna well, when How Did Ian's in Your Bank get made?
Ian's in my bank.
That wasn't in my studio.
Okay. How did anything that you've released ever get out your studio? Oh yes, even the
Burn.
That was a good one.
Was
Very
it?
good one.
It was kind of basic. Like
that cut deep.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Well, then maybe get in the charts one day and the conversation will change.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah.
So I see you've.
Can we do yours first?
What, my one?
Yeah,
first?
let's do yours first. I think ours are a bit more
Yeah.
out there.
So the first one.
Can you send us Spotify links so we get these 30 seconds?
Either that or screen share.
It'll be Okay. What I'll do is I'll screen share.
I was gonna say, make sure you actually screen share Spotify and not just.
It won't be.
Screen.
It won't be Spotify. I've only found actually one of them. I'll be able to send as a Spotify link.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll send that one first. Now this one is slightly out of the. Well, it's in a similar. He's sort of out there.
Oh, okay.
But sort of not.
Okay.
Just got a
technical difficulties.
Yeah, very much technical difficulties.
I can't wait to listen to our tunes we got good on George.
Right. This is this artist is I've mentioned him quite a lot recently, and this artist is well, I'm not going to say I know him personally because I don't, but I've seen he views my Instagram stories quite a bit for no reason.
Oh, so now you're pandering to him. All right, let's go.
No, he genuinely makes good music.
All right, we'll be the judge of that. We'll be the judge of that.
So this is he. To give a bit of background, this artist is called Ebbsie.
Is this a Spotify link? Because then we get those 30-second lovely previews.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So
go for that.
He's known as the Prince of Grime.
Okay. Well, we'll be the judge of that.
Okay.
And although he's not making a grime song on this one.
Okay. Well, thank God for that.
This is a garage song.
Send us the link.
All right.
How have you sent it to us that way? That's awesome. Yours is a lot bigger than the rest of them. Are you getting that too, George, or is that just me?
Yeah.
It might be because there's a video with it.
Okay.
And because I sent an album link rather than.
Fair.
Right. So this is "Don't Feel That Way." Feel Away. Don't Feel Away by Ebbsie.
It's like just really hyped.
When are we playing?
Right, George, do your regular countdowns. You're good at countdowns.
3, 2, 1, and play.
Oh, it goes on again. Right. I didn't like that.
To be fair, they didn't give the best bit of the song as the preview.
No, but I think it's my issue with the genre, and I get that you could come back at any genre that I listen to and say the same thing.
Yeah.
But I think it all sounds the same. Like that to me sounded
fair,
like Dizzy Rascal. And Dizzy Rascal sounds like another rapper. And I couldn't understand what he was saying. And now you've told me that's the point of the genre. But the best part about a song to me isn't the beat, it's about the lyrics.
See, there's a reason that more than anything else might sound like Dizzy Rascal.
Why?
Dizzy Rascal did produce that song.
Alright then, there you go.
Oh, shit, no way.
I was thinking, that just sounds like Dizzy to me. Like, I could just imagine going, I don't need no speed, no, I don't need no
That sounds
Catman.
like Dizzy, not Yizzy.
Yeah,
Oh!
So
that was actually quite good, I didn't realise that.
Been in a lot of controversy recently.
Why is you?
Okay.
Because he's literally dissed the whole industry.
Did he buy 5 loo rolls at Tesco? Oh wait, no. No.
No, so
Did he buy more than one bag of rice?
he dissed literally the whole industry and went at everyone,
Right.
and then proceeded to call himself the Prince of Grime, which is inherently disrespectful to everyone else in the industry.
Okay.
But I sort of have to respect him for it, because he's just gone out there and gone, fuck it, I'm gonna take this role. If anyone wants to contest it, they can.
It's like the Middle Ages.
Yeah.
It's great. It's just like Game of Thrones, this.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's yeah. I don't know. Like, I mean, in music, you sort of have to have an ego, especially
Yeah.
in that genre.
Yeah.
Because it's congested at this point as well.
You know.
Because it's music nowadays is so easy to just make. You know, it's like you can get a free program on your computer. You can put down a beat on it and start rapping away and stuff like that. It's so easy to get noticed, somewhat noticed as well with social media and stuff like that. It's so congested that I feel like you need to have that oomph behind your personality to actually get in, and you need to make big risky stands in order to get noticed more and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, especially in grime as well, because it started. I don't know if you know the history of the genre at all.
No, I'm not too clear on it.
So it started off with these things called radio sets, where
Okay.
it would literally be a pirate radio in someone's house, and they would just have a DJ and a mic stand, and you'd have about 15 MCs that would write 16 bars especially for that. They would then perform their bars and link up with the next person, so that the last rhyme of their last bar would rhyme with the start of the next person's lyric.
Okay.
And then there's this thing called wheel ups, where the beats occasionally switched halfway through, and
Okay.
the more wheel ups you get, the better MC you are.
Nice.
Okay.
So this was how most people started and got into it, me included. I haven't.
Nice.
I have to say I haven't been to many, and I haven't got many of the wheel ups, but they're like, it's high intensity. It's predominantly black, so you're predominantly in a room full of black men jumping about performing. Not dodgy at all.
Right then.
And yeah.
Have you got another?
Yeah, so the next one is a YouTube link,
Okay.
and I've gone for a sort of non-serious one for this.
I
want to leave a serious one till last.
Okay.
And I know this is gonna get a decent perception, because I reckon you've seen this before.
Okay.
Because it's someone we all know.
Okay. Is it
You.
you? Oh no!
I refuse to do this. Out of respect for the guy, I can't do it. I can't do it. We've burned our bridges. I can't do this now.
Yeah.
But I feel like I have to.
I mean,
Does he burp in this one?
I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
The next one's a cover as well, but it's one that's a hell of a lot better.
Oh.
And it's from someone who you may know, may not.
Are we doing this?
Okay.
We may as
I
well.
mean, I've clicked on the video.
Why is it 4x3? Right, I'm at 0, 0, 0, so that everyone.
Okay, cool. Right, I'll go to 0, 0, 0 as well. Positive, guys.
Let's try.
Right, I'll be ready.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, and play.
I don't think I know the original song, so. Oh, we got a bit of camera movement. I've actually gone for the under the chin look.
Yeah.
He's looking well, isn't he?
He's looking alright.
He's looking sharp though, I have to say.
Well, I don't know what that close to the eyes is there. He looked like he was having a bit of a good
Still
time.
having a fart.
I mean, he's a tad underexposed as well.
Positivity, Alex. Positivity.
You know what? He's gotten better, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, to be fair.
It's less. It's
Mildly.
not. It's more consistent.
Yeah.
Like he's not going through pitches as much. I don't know whether that's because his balls are dropped more, but
He does seem to be, and I can't say much because I'm the same, but he seems to be on a single tone the whole time.
but that's better than what he used to do.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I'll tell you what. Right, let's pause here because we get the point. But
Tell you what, he just as we paused, then he went really high pitched.
But like the thing is that I think I forgot how high pitched his voice is, and do you know what? Fair play for him to put it out there. He enjoys doing it. Who are we to laugh about it? Whatever.
I have to say, he's got some bollocks. He's
yeah,
got some
like,
bollocks.
Oh,
I
100%,
didn't
yeah.
even think that was that bad. Like there was some that he's done that I went.
Yeah, the first one that I feel like got the most ridicule from his peers. Obviously, he makes a few mistakes in it and everything, and then people leap on it. And I say people, that was us three. But it's like he's genuinely come quite far with this because he hasn't just conceded.
Yeah.
So fair dude.
Also, he's
mate.
got a new
doing
haircut.
really well.
I think he's lost a bit of weight.
He's looking well there, isn't he?
Right.
Yeah.
I like for everybody else listening to the podcast, we just watched a video of one of our friends performing a cover, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot better. He's gotten a hell of a lot better. So well done.
That's the reason he's now for me in an underrated category. Well, bordering on it. Because, like when I first started doing my thing, I got a hell of a load of backlash.
Yeah.
You still do from me.
Yeah, I do from everyone, but
I feel like you sort of turned into a local sort of celebrity around college.
Oh, honestly, I would literally on the last day I had someone I didn't even know just shouting my name at me, and I was like, "All right, mate, I'm just gonna walk out the building.
Don't turn around now.
Get in my car and drive home." And that's exactly what I did as well. Yeah. Although, to be fair, I've did something similar to what Ryan did. I pushed through it and just made like, because to be fair, I enjoy doing it. So it's like with the filmmaking. If people say if people give me constructive criticism, I'll take it on board.
Yeah, 100%.
And improve. But at the end of the day, if I enjoy it, I'm gonna do it more. And I don't care whether people say it's shit or not.
Nice, good for you, man. I genuinely, I didn't mean that. Good for you.
Yeah. Right. Now onto on this one. I know this person. She's in my class.
Okay.
I never knew she had this in her.
Okay.
As in, I've heard her like joking.
We know what you mean. You didn't think that you were like looking down her throat, being like, "I don't see nothing."
No, as in, I've heard her like singing in a jokey way before, but only with other people.
Okay.
And I watched this and was like, wow.
Okay, I recognise. I think.
Yeah.
I think I may have seen her around. I probably have.
Yeah.
Well,
And then
she's
like
probably been in a classroom next door to us for the last 2 years. So.
Yeah, she has.
Okay, cool. Right, I'll be at 000, guys.
I am just clicking on the video now.
Yeah.
I'm at 000.
Okie dokie. 3, 2, 1, and play. Coronavirus somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Right, we've got to about 30 seconds. Like, it's really solid. It's legit. It's legitimately solid. The issue with songs like that is that you're never able to gauge how strong of a singer they are, because they're only doing like this quiet singing. But
I feel like that's the anxiety of having to do it in a bedroom, like she clearly
is.
Like because obviously there are other people in the house who have to go about their daily jobs.
Yeah, like no.
Mind you, singing and playing guitar, that's a skill. Yes. That is genuinely a difficult thing to do.
Only a few good people could do it well in the
True.
Ed Sheeran doing on them.
Like I actually that's one of the reasons why this is classed as a underrated type of music, purely because it's live and direct, and it's like one of them things that's difficult to do. I don't mean to bring it back to Ryan again, but I'm gonna because they're both covers, so they're easy to compare.
Yeah.
He did the singing.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't play the guitar at the same time.
Ryan don't know how to play guitar.
No,
At least I don't think he does.
Even I admit, if I was to do a cover, I can't play any instruments. So I wouldn't be able to do that at the same time. Plus, I'm.
But then I feel like it would be easy, especially if college was still open. It would be easy to meet somebody who could
Exactly.
who could play the instruments and could do that for you.
Yeah, and I don't want to seem sexist here, but it might appear to be. I'm a man. I can't multitask.
Oh mate, neither can I. That's why I can't play guitar and sing at the same time. Like
I'm just not very musically talented at all. I can play the kazoo.
Nice.
To be fair, that takes skill.
I mean,
I can play a single song on the ocarina.
I can play the spoon.
Yeah.
Not the spoon.
See,
not the spoon.
No, just the spoon.
A single spoon. I hit it against my face and it makes a noise.
See, this is going to seem really strange, but I can sort of play the computer.
Eh?
As in,
what?
As in, no.
So can I, mate.
No, this may
GTA.
No, so, bear with me. It's gonna. I don't know how to explain this point in a way that sounds logical, but I can't play the actual instruments. But if you give me the instrument on a beat making software, I can make a hell of a beat with it.
Oh yeah, totally.
So I can't play any actual instrument, but if I want to make something that sounds like an actual instrument, I can.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether that's cheating or not.
I think it's cheating.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cheating. No, man, I used to play a little bit guitar.
Yeah.
I think I need to get back into that.
To be fair, I've never really, like, I've had a bit of a go on a guitar, but I could never, because obviously it involved quite a lot of multitasking, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because you've got to use both hands.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think it's just having to learn to do it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like playing a video game uses both hands, but you can do that. Same sort of thing.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I think I'm at the age where if I was going to learn an instrument, I would have done it a lot younger.
Mate, you're 18.
Oh, well, I wouldn't.
Shut up.
No,
you're 18.
Mate, you're not old.
You're not old. Don't use age as a
I have to
reason
say,
not to learn something
I have
new.
to say, I do feel old.
Probably all those cigs you've been smoking.
That's what every 18-year-old says.
I don't smoke, but
Sure you don't, bud.
no, I actually don't.
Sure you don't.
I'm
It's like-
asthmatic.
I feel like-
Why would I fuck up my lungs anymore?
Oh. Because hashtag YOLO.
I feel like every 18-year-old thinks that they're older than they are. You know.
Yeah.
And like that's me and you too.
Yeah. No.
We feel like there's the weight of the world on our shoulders, but you know the world just keeps getting heavier.
Yeah.
So as we get older, you know, it starts to get heavier and heavier until we eventually retire.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's the sort of situation I'm in at the moment. It's like I feel like I'm old, but I'm obviously not. And then I feel, do you know, like when
I'm 19 and I creak.
to be fair, sometimes I wake up and I think, oh Jesus, that don't feel good.
Yeah.
I can imagine we've all had them days.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, who's Alex? Do you want to go next with the song?
No, you go next. You got 1, I got 3.
I was gonna say you got 3, and we'll just finish it on mine.
Alright, you want to end it on a high. Right, so
yeah.
two of them are...
Are you actually doing the middle
Yeah.
one? Why?
It's a banger.
Everybody knows that song.
Well, Alex doesn't.
He does. He just said that he's heard it.
No, we're still doing it anyway. I don't care.
Which one is it?
The middle one that he's put.
For some reason the boxes aren't showing up for me.
Oh, okay.
So
I won't just play it out. Just do it.
Right, well, the first.
Let's play the top.
The first one is by Matt Berry, who me and George know is a very funny.
I think my DNS server might have cut out again.
Oh no! Here we go. The bloody DNS server.
Technical difficulties.
Are you back?
I mean,
we can hear.
I'm still in the call. I can still hear anything while my DNS server cuts out, but it's just nothing, like no music or anything will load.
Oh,
okay.
Fucking DNS server.
Because my Wi-Fi's on ropes 24/7.
Tell you what I'll do. I'll just screen share. And that way you might be able to hear what we're talking about.
Right. What I'll do is I will.
Look.
Can you hear?
Yeah, but we hear ourselves. Yeah, and it's horrible.
Yeah.
And any kind of sound we make, it's not viable.
Okay, no worries.
Right. I've just loaded back up the chat and they're all there now. So.
Good.
Right. This is Matt Berry, who did a television show called Toast of London. He also has his own little band, I think.
I was gonna say he's also been in IT Crowd and stuff.
Year
like
of
that.
the Rabbit.
Year on the Rabbit. He was in the BBC version of What We Do in the Shadows,
yeah.
I believe.
And this is just the theme song for that, but I actually like the song.
Okay. Do you want to count us in
You
now?
do. You're counting, man.
3, 2, 1, and play.
Just sounds like I'm watching.
Spotify chooses the shittest part of every song.
That
song is better than what Spotify just said it was.
I was just imagining that I was back in watching Toast. So that
I have to say the bit I like about that is there's like a clear like it's almost got the rhythm of something that you can almost bop your head to.
I just fucking love the lyrics. Yeah. It's about a man who's in a pub. Friend's girl wants to go back for a shag.
I have to say, I didn't really hear many of the lyrics. I don't know.
I was going to say that portion of the song just was dreadful.
Yeah. So the song is about a man in a pub, sees a girl, and he wants to go back for a shag.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh. Yeah, I guess we've all been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
It's
right,
good.
Very relatable.
Our next one is a early 2000s banger.
Right, are we all ready?
Which one's this?
It's this next one, not the one that I've put.
It's the
Ant and Dec one.
Yep. Oh, why? Don't ruin it, man.
Right, 3, 2,
God, why are we doing
1,
this?
play.
Oh my god.
You love it, mate. You love it, mate.
It's everybody knows the song though.
I'm cringing inside. Nah,
mate. This is.
Nah, I can't listen to any more.
Don't lie, Ebbsie. This is what your shit's based on. This is the longest 30 seconds of my life.
Yeah, I've turned it off.
I've paused it.
Mate, it's better than
it's better
than any tune you'd make. Any day of the week.
I mean, I'm not gonna deny the quality of the recording and the mixing is a lot better than anything
Ed, right,
I've
so
done,
anyway,
but
the next one is a legitimate song, so this is actually...
He's just skipping over it. He made us listen to that shit and it was like, alright, next.
Yeah.
So that is a legitimate song from my favourite band. You guys actually might know the song, heard it through the grapevine. So this is a cover of that song. George, you know, heard it through the grapevine, yeah?
I've heard that one.
I don't know.
It's like it's quite an old one.
Yeah,
like with a guitar in the
Yeah,
background.
he'll know it once he hears it, I think.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, and play.
I don't need to listen to more of that. I already think that's good.
Yeah. So I just a grapevine.
In fact, I might have to save that one now.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I just really like the band.
I was not expecting that.
What?
I wasn't expecting. I never heard that song. So
by
was
Marvin.
I bet you weren't
by
expecting
Marvin Gaye.
me
You've never
to,
heard through the grapevine by Marvin Gaye.
No.
It's that Darren's played it in class.
I don't know. I don't listen to what Darren plays in class. I literally have my music for a reason.
Wow, soz Darren.
So some of Darren's music's good.
So I'll assume that you didn't like it then.
I don't. It's not my thing. I don't think.
It's not about video games or sex.
No, like sex makes everything better. We all know that.
See,
I wouldn't know.
I'm not normally a fan of that style of music, but I like that.
Yeah, it's a shame because the lead singer, which you now heard, has sadly passed away. Yeah.
R.I.P.
He fell through a balcony after he had like a party.
Oh, through a balcony.
Wow, George. Wow, George. Wow.
I'm so sorry. How did he fall through a balcony? That's
you might want to cut that out. No,
please, no, don't.
No,
he was he did a bit of the naughty stuff. He was on heavy drugs, and then I guess the balcony gave way. Thank you for a laugh.
How many floors up was that?
I think it was like 12 stories.
He must have been off his fucking nut.
How did the balcony cave in?
I don't know, I wasn't there.
How heavy was this
He's
bloke?
so skinny.
What?
To be
How
fair,
did that happen?
when you're on loads of drugs, you normally are ridiculously skinny.
I did not expect him to. I was like, oh man, R.I.P. And then you're like, he fell through a balcony.
And of course,
and I immediately thought of that line where the bloke falls through the ceiling and he's on his back and he's like, hey man, hey Billy. I immediately thought of that in my head.
Wow.
Oh
so
my God.
now the band has moved on, but with a different voice.
R.I.P.
Thanks, George. That was a sad day for all of us. I cried.
Did you?
I'd probably cry when Tom Baker dies.
Oh, did you cry when Stanley died?
Actually, yeah, I did. I made that video, didn't I?
I don't remember that video.
I don't remember your shitty Insta with a black and white filter to show how much you were really sad that day. That was.
I know, right?
I remember. I remember being that age and being like, "Yeah, this is legit." But now it's like.
Oh yeah.
Using Instagram filters.
Talking of social media, I may have sold out.
Sold out.
I've gone on the platform that shall not be mentioned.
TikTok.
Yes.
Oh my god, you.
I've started a challenge on there.
And
I'm producing original content.
Is it not called the popping challenge?
No, it's a similar concept.
No, it's called the Pop Out Challenge. it's about dads leaving.
It's a similar concept.
Oh my
but,
god, George! I was like,
The Pop Out Challenge. I'm just popping out to get some cigarettes and a scratch card, and he never comes back. He never did the pop in challenge.
oh no. Okay, so George, what song have you got for us?
So, I like this band a lot.
I don't like this song, so no.
Do you not?
I haven't heard it, so this
My
is this is new for me.
favourite pro. I know obviously it was a Tupperware remix party song, but my favourite thing with Proto Man in it is Phantom Racer.
Phantom Race is a good one. So basically, this is a song by the Proto Men. I'll just listen to the song basically. Right, are we all ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, and play. There you go.
Right, so with these guys, I get a very good Queen vibe-ish off them.
Yeah?
I feel like yeah. Would you not agree?
I have to say,
I don't agree with the Queen stuff, but I like how just like punchy that song is, and like
the instrumental is what makes that.
yeah.
If there wasn't, and I will say there is a bit of a Queen vibe to the instrumental.
Thank you. Yeah. I agree.
Fair.
I'm a
But
big Queen fan, so.
to be fair, I don't listen to much Queen as it stands, but here and there, my mum's a big fan of them, so I do hear quite a lot of the music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's your opinion on Queen, George?
Oh man, I love Queen.
What's your favourite song?
The show must go on.
Thank God you're not a normie.
Bohemian Rhapsody, or Don't Stop Me
My
Now.
favourite is like either. There's so many good. I like another one, Bites the Dust. But I
Nice.
also
To be fair, that's a good song.
somebody did have a crazy little thing called Love. They were like my go-tos.
Nice, because it was in Doctor
No,
Who.
honestly, I didn't even know it until I rewatched it recently.
Really?
So
Nice.
it's just one of my favourite songs. I just like the vibe of it, but I prefer the Michael Bublé version. I've Crazy Little Thing Called Love.
I prefer the Michael Bublé version of the 1960s Spider-Man theme
Yeah,
tune.
Michael Bublé is good. I like Michael Bublé. Okay, so that's part
Michael
3 done, isn't it? We've talked about artists.
So yeah, we've come to the end of the podcast.
It's the end of the pod, as we
But
know
the moment
it.
has been prepared for.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So this is. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to plug.
Well, we kind of run the same thing, so.
I can't run a bath in 30 seconds.
No, so we run a podcast called the Timeless Podcast. The links
Yes,
will
we
be in
do.
the description if he's a good boy. Follow it on Twitter as well.
They will be like they were last time.
You can also follow the pod on Twitter at the Timeless Pod. You can follow George on Twitter at Untempered Prod. And you can follow me on Twitter at AlexKing_Dom. Check out George's YouTube channel called Untempered Productions.
And that's Dom. That's Dom with an M, not an NG.
And does it even sound like Dom? It doesn't.
It did.
Alex Kingdom.
Alex King. Alex Kingdom. It's King_Dom.
King_Dom. That's how I say it. Dom.
King_Dom.
I swear dong's a currency.
Probably.
It's also
I'm pretty sure it's like the currency of Thailand.
only on street corners
it's
at
also
night.
another term. It's also another term for your penis.
Penis joke.
That's where we're going to end this podcast. So thanks for having us on.
Yeah, thanks for having us, mate.
It's been a pleasure having you on, and yeah, until next time.
Bye bye.